Good morning, Digit fam. Adam Dowd here, back with you, kicking off another month of tech goodness. We've learned a lot together so far, haven't we? It warms my heart. So let's dive right in. It is August 1st, 2019, and this is your Digit Daily. So let's talk about tablets, shall we? And 75% of the time when someone says that, what they really mean is, let's talk about iPads. And another 15% of the time, they're talking about 2-in-1 laptops. And another 9% of the time, they're talking about taking medicine and debating the merits between tablets and liquid. And much like this conversation is going, people almost never mean Android tablets unless they ask, hey, are there any good Android tablets out there? And by the time you stop laughing, they've already shaken their head and walked away. And I'm sorry to say, that conversation really hasn't changed much. But Samsung is trying. And all of that is a really long way of saying Samsung released a new tablet yesterday, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6. And it's a pretty good tablet. But Adam, what did you just... Yeah, I know. I'm getting there. Relax. So, the Tab S6 is a powerful tablet with a Snapdragon 855 processor, 6 or 8 gigabytes of RAM, 128 or 256 gigabytes of storage, and an over 7,000 milliamp hour battery. It has an S Pen that tucks into and charges in a magnetic groove on the back of the device, plus it's super light at 420 grams. It does not come with a keyboard case because Samsung has learned nothing over the years, nor does it have a headphone jack. The tablet does come with DeX, which turns the device into more of a desktop experience, which is nice, but again, that keyboard. When will tablet makers learn? Anyway, if I didn't have a microphone in front of my face, that would have been said while banging my head on the table. So what gives, Adam? This seems like a pretty great tablet. Well, sure it does. It 100% sounds like a really great tablet. Powerful, productivity machine, all that jazz. But I'm sorry, it's Android. In a world where the iPad exists for basically the same price point and has its own OS and ecosystem that has been built over many years, why would you look at Samsung or Android? It's not better than the iPad, it's not significantly cheaper than the iPad, but mostly, it's just not the iPad. And I've said it multiple times before. In the world of tablets, there is Apple, and then there is everyone else. And while this tablet does have a couple of standout features that make it interesting, there's nothing about this tablet that makes it fundamentally better than an iPad. DeX is not the answer. And look, I could harp on this for the next 20 minutes, but I won't. So in the flowchart of tablet recommendations, the first question you need to ask somebody is, do you absolutely not want an iPad? And if the answer is a definitive yes, I absolutely don't want an iPad, then the next question is, really? Why not? And then, if and only if the answer is sensical, then you can say, well, Samsung has this tablet, and after you Google to remember what the name is, you can recommend the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 with a clear conscience. Samsung, include the keyboard or take $200 off the price, then and only then will we talk. So, while Samsung considers reducing the price and calling it a marketing expense, let's head on over into the roundup! Google has a summer sale going on at the Google Play Store with some great deals on movies in particular. Audiobooks and TV series are also included, but there's a pack of pretty decent movies for less than $5. Notably, Lost Boys, Argo, and Basketball for $3.99. And let me just tell you folks, I won't say that you're committing a sin if you don't pick up Basketball for $4, but you might want to seriously consider going to confession if you don't. Religious metaphors aside, it's funny as hell and it's only $4. Go get it. It's not often that a phone OEM has to say, whoa there, slow down people. But sure enough, Asus had to do that with the ROG Phone 2. People flocked to the site to order the device, selling as many as 10,000 phones in 73 seconds. Unfortunately, the phone's popularity jammed up in production, so some folks are going to have to wait to pick up their new phones. And I mean, I get it. It's a beast of a phone, so good for you Asus and good for you new ROG Phone 2 owners. By the way, it's not even on sale in the US yet. A writer at The Verge decided to test out a new pilot program from Bird, which allows you to rent a scooter for a month, and decided it was decidedly worse than riding a bike. Ouch. Bird is looking into the possibility of renting scooters in cities where it's not allowed to deploy them on the streets. It's a fair alternative, and in a dense city like San Francisco, it's very budget-friendly and very environmentally friendly. But the problem is, the scooters themselves kind of suck, and that's a deal breaker. These are different than the leave on the street models that you see because they have smaller batteries and a capped speed. I'm also not sure about renting a scooter that you have to care for $25 a month when you could just go buy a scooter outright with a credit card and pay the credit card company $25 a month. I mean, it's an early test, so we'll have to see if it catches on, but so far, it's not looking good. Last year, Spotify decided to bet big on podcasts because it's obviously the way of the future. And since then, its podcast audience has doubled, which is really great to hear. Anything that boosts this medium to a new level is welcome by us here at The Daily because, of course it is. Of course, soon Spotify plans to launch some exclusive podcasts on its platform, which is not my favorite. I don't want to see podcasts turn into what cord cutting is, exclusive shows on a bunch of different platforms. But regardless, getting podcasting more into the mainstream is welcome. And by the way, leave a review on this podcast, please. Drone Rush, our sister site, just launched a drone pilot training program, which is helpful and very likely necessary where you live. You see, flying a drone requires authorization, and flying a drone for any kind of compensation, whether it's cash or someone just handing you a hot dog saying thanks for filming a video, requires a drone license, and this course will help you get that license and be a better pilot at the same time. If you're interested in learning how to fly a drone, and trust me, it's really cool, check out the course. It's pricey for $300, but they guarantee you'll pass your pilot's test on the first try and get your money back if you don't, which is a sweet deal. And finally, I don't know if this is true or not, but it's freaking hilarious. Microsoft found an Australian who goes by the name of Mackenzie Book. That's right, his name is MacBook. And, well, alright, I'll just play the audio for you.
This is a Surface Laptop 2, and this is a real person named Mackenzie Book.
Hi, I'm MacBook.
So Mac, which laptop lasts longer?
Surface laptop lasts longer.
Interesting. And which one's faster?
This one's faster.
Really? Amazing. Which one has a better touchscreen?
Surface has better touchscreen because it actually has a touchscreen.
Oh, right. Macs don't have touchscreens.
You should get a Surface. Trust me, I'm MacBook.
Well, there you have it. MacBook says get a Surface.
Damn, that's funny. Okay, then. So that is going to do it for today's Digit Daily. If you'd like to learn more about any of these stories, check out the links in the show notes and subscribe to our daily newsletter on Digit.com. And if you like what you heard, subscribe, leave a review, and don't forget to tell your friends about DigitDailyPod.com. Once again, I'm Adam Dowd, Dead Technology on Twitter, and we'll talk again tomorrow.